Hi, everybody. Happy holidays. I'm not sure when you're going to see this video, if it will be before Christmas, after Christmas, or beyond. But I just wanted to put a shout out to you to say thank you for being a part of our wonderful yoga family. I appreciate you so much, and I have so much gratitude for you all that we get to play in this realm. And so it's been a little while since I have done a chat like this, and I kind of missed it. Coming up January 1st, we have a new series starting, a 30 Days of Yoga, called Yoga 30 Days of Yoga Love Flow, or Flow Love, whichever order makes more sense to you or has more meaning to you. I was up in the air about which one should come first. And so for the month of January, we'll be going back to daily chats. I'm really excited about that, to have that form of connection between us and to embark on that new 30-day journey together. I think you guys are going to love it. But that's not what I wanted to chat with you today about. What I wanted to talk to you today about is powerful mantras. The most powerful mantras. And sometimes I get asked this question about mantras, and I think there's a little bit of mystique around mantras out there, and maybe some misconceptions about mantras. Oftentimes people think that mantras are like magic spells in foreign languages that you recite to invoke certain energies or certain powers. And to a degree that's true, but the misconceptions are that mainly it doesn't have to be in a foreign language. It doesn't have to be in an ancient tongue. It doesn't have to be an ancient mantra. Yes, those mantras, the Sanskrit mantras, carry a lot of punch because they've been used for millennia by so many people. The words become infused with the collective energy from that collective use of that mantra. So there is a little bit of truth to that. But what I'm here to say to you is that some of the most powerful mantras that are powerful to us personally are ones that we create ourselves. And they're in English, if that's your mother tongue, or maybe French is your mother tongue. Whatever your mother language is, creating your mantra in that language will have the most power, the most meaning. And so some of the most powerful mantras in English are thank you. Simple thank you. To walk through our day with this mantra in our mind and repeating it sort of like a meditation, even as I'm just walking here on the river, saying the words thank you internally or even externally, they carry so much, there's so much punch to them. Another one that I've been using recently is I'm healed on all levels of my being. And I sort of switched this up from one that was a little less specific, or I guess one that was more specific, because on all levels is so all-encompassing, and I'm healed on all levels carries more weight to it than my back is healed, my body is healed, I'm healing my physical being. Whatever smaller mantras that we come up with, we always want to think of how can we make this bigger? How can we make this more powerful, more all-encompassing? And one way that you can tell if you've created a powerful mantra, another word for this is sankalpa, and we use it in yoga nidra, we use it in meditation. You hear me say the word sankalpa or resolve interchangeably, but mantra is very similar or the same in many regards. The way that you can tell if your mantra is powerful, and stick with me for this talk, because at the end I'm going to give you some homework. But the way that you can test your mantra, like if you're sort of trying to find, and this is a perfect time of year this is what the invitation is to reassess. If you're using a sankalp, or you've been working with a sankalp, to reassess whether that sankalp or that mantra is still viable for you. Is it still powerful for you? Is it still working for you? Is it what you need? And the way to assess that is to sit with it, take a few deep breaths, and then repeat that mantra, repeat those words, if you can, aloud, once, twice, or 3 times, however many times it takes, to see if it gives you the chills. Does it change your physiology? So for example, when I chose or changed my mantra recently, or my Sankalpa, to I am healed on all levels of my being, I felt my entire physiology just heave a huge sigh of relief. Just a big letting go, a relaxation, a feeling of okayness came over me. So it had a very powerful effect on me. And thank you is the same for me. Thank you, the words thank you. And so the invitation is to choose your own words in the present tense, in the positive form, that are most meaningful and powerful to you. Try to keep it simple so it's not too long and convoluted. Try to keep it in simple language and keep it in powerful language that gives you that like visceral feeling when you hear the words, when you hear yourself repeat the words, you feel it in your body. So that's your New Year's assignment. It's the perfect time to do this type of work. It's sort of the end of year review, right? Where have I come from? Where am I going? This is the time to ask those questions and to tweak our trajectory, so to speak, right? To make adjustments. You know, maybe you've gotten off track in different areas of your life, and it's time to, you know, readjust your settings. And funnily enough, I just did this the other day. So this is like a common New Year's Day thing, right? That people do, resolutions, yada, yada, yada. But I find it's actually more powerful. It's kind of funny that Christmas falls right before New Year's. So New Year's is like the new beginning. And then Christmas is kind of like a free for all, where, you know, we might just like whatever things we've been disciplined with throughout the year, we might set that aside for Christmas. And I fully support that. I fully support that, setting aside a time to just take a break maybe from the work that we're doing and just let ourselves be and let ourselves rest and let go of all of the, you know, structure, because it's good to do that from time to time. But it's funny that happens right before New Year's, and then we like get back on the horse and straighten ourselves out after New Year's. I decided to do this before Christmas, and so it's having a profound effect when we make changes, especially more than one change. And it can be anything, right? It can be to our daily routine, it can be to what we're eating or how we're interacting with the world, or any number of things, right? Related to our work, related to our family. Essentially resolutions or things that we're committing to. And it's often, you know, more about like, what am I ready to let go of, and what am I ready to bring more in, like consciously? What do I want to invite more in? So this is the perfect time of year to do this, whether you do it before Christmas, after Christmas, New Year's, July, April, doesn't matter. Just doing this little reset or path course adjustment, let's call it. It can be done at any time. So that's my invitation to you today, or this week, or in the next couple of weeks, is to think, if you don't have a Sankalpa, maybe creating one for the first time. You can use it first thing in the morning when you wake up. You can use it in a walking meditation, repeating it. You can use it in seated meditation. You can use it in Yoga Nidra. There's a video on the website about how to create a powerful Sankalpa for yourself. Or if you have one and you're just reassessing whether that's still valid for you, is it still powerful for you, or does it need to be tweaked a little bit? Okay, I love you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you, some of you soon maybe, at my house on January 1st for lunch. And I hope all is well in your world. Stay free and be the light.